Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So he's posted a farewell message to Arsenal fans saying that he felt sad at being frozen out by Mikel Arteta and insisting being captain was an honour I will forever keep in my heart. It is a little bit of a sad way to exit, actually, for all of the I suppose the circus that surrounded him for the last 6 months at least, or maybe 3 months or whatever, with him losing the captaincy, missing training, being dropped from games and all that sort of stuff. But more importantly, I think, than anything is dropping form after signing a new contract. It could have been amazing. Like when Aubameyang was good, he was so great, and I loved him as an Arsenal fan. So yeah, I do feel a little bit sad about the way it's ended. But you know, it has ended, and he's got his new move, and he's in Barcelona now, which actually, what a great move for him. I hope it works out for him there. I'll be a little bit annoyed if he's banging in the goals there, and he didn't at Arsenal. But
it's a certainty, isn't it?
Yeah. Gabby, what did you think of the whole situation?
So, for me, I've been in a situation where I've been sent to isolation, you know, basically training on your own. I know all the players some of them are going through it now. And it's not a nice place to be, you know. You're away from the squad. You feel like you're the bad egg that no one can talk to you. So I know exactly what Aubameyang's gone through, and he's probably looking at it and thinking, what have I actually done that's that big? Yeah. You know, what have I actually done, really, to be isolated? You basically don't like me and you want to get rid of me. That's why you put me away from the squad. You know, to just be honest about it. It's not for turning up late. So for me, it's a bit of arrogance from Arteta, a bit stubbornness, because when you looked at the last day of the window, I'm looking at it like there's no rumours for Arsenal to bring in anyone. There's no strikers that want to come to Arsenal that are the standard that they want. You've got him in the building, you know. Have a talk, have a meeting with Edu, and
don't you think they tried that though?
Yeah, but I'm just looking at Arsenal now, and Spurs, like we said earlier, Laura, Harry Kane, goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? I'm fancying Spurs to finish above Arsenal now for sure, because Nketiah and Lacazette have got 3 goals between them. You can't have all the pressure on Saka and Martinelli to get the goals and Smith Rowe.
It's a strange one, Gab, because I'm with you, mate, because not for the first time we've seen players have to get disciplined for late coming, whatever it be, and you know, manager maybe suspends them for a week or fines them, whatever it may be. But, and I'm not saying this with hindsight, but I just sensed that, you know, clearly that was the end of the road. You know, and it isn't normally the case. If somebody does something wrong, they get disciplined, that's fine, you bring them back into the fold. And I'm not saying it with hindsight, would you? I just felt that Arteta's finished with him for some reason. And I don't know what the reason was, and we'll maybe never know the reasons. But, you know, it's a big decision he's made, a massive decision he's made. But I just felt that was the end of the road once he stripped him of his captaincy.
I feel as well, it's not just, I don't know for sure, but it's not just the lateness, is it? It's that he wasn't performing, not just his captain's duties, but he's not scoring goals, Gabs.
Yeah. No, I get that, but if you flip that round, so players can't go through a bad run. Where's the love for Aubameyang, who scored so many goals for you? You know, such a good goal ratio. Okay, he's been through a bit of bad form, so stick with him, put him on the bench, bring him on, and let him work to get his place back in the side.
But he's not. That's the thing. If his form's dropped and then he's turning up late to training and he's the captain, if I were Arteta, and I understand where you're coming from because you've been there, so you've been frozen out, and you're the player's perspective. Me just being if I were a leader, for example, and I've just put my faith in that guy, and I've just paid him hundreds and hundreds of thousands a week and got him to sign it. And then he's dropping in form, but then backing it up with not respecting my rules by being late, not setting an example. And it's not happened once. We will have only found out about a couple of examples.
He's never been captain material, though. That's why he didn't ask to be captain. He was voted in, wasn't he?
Can you say I don't want it? Or do you think that would?
You can say, you know what, I want to concentrate on scoring goals. You know, give it to a centre-half, as it used to be back in the day, a centre-half or a centre midfielder. You know, and I just feel that if you look at the end of the season, time will tell where Arsenal finish. If Arsenal still struggle to score goals and it could end up finishing 8th even, then for me, Arteta's under a lot of pressure because there's talk of a new deal, but are Arsenal fans going to trust the process when you've let a proven Premier League goal scorer who was in bad form but could have easily got it back go, and you're left with a championship striker with Nketiah and Lacazette, who's past his best for me?
I agree with you, but there's sometimes in management and coaches where you have to take a decision that might not be universally popular, and it might come back and bite you, Gab.
Yeah.
But you've just got to make that
Yeah,
decision.
you could tell Ali that he was never going to bring him back in. You
Yeah.
know, I think Arteta would rather get the sack than have brought him back in. You know, or would rather have left. You can tell he couldn't stand the guy. So Arteta's won in Aubameyang leaving, but Aubameyang's won as well. He's going to play for Barcelona.
Oh, I'm with you, mate.
You know, some exciting players there. Fernand Torres, Traore in there now, getting to play for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Took a pay cut as well. People would have been hammering him if he didn't take that pay cut to make it work. So I'm hoping Aubameyang goes there and scores goals.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.